The Boys Season 5, Episode 7 includes a scene that teases an iconic moment from the comic could take place soon. The ending of The Boys Season 5, Episode 7 propelled the show into its endgame, be it the death of Frenchie and Homelander's godhood officially taking shape. There are still many questions that The Boys Season 5's finale must answer, but the story is in a nice position to feature the final confrontation between the titular group and Homelander. In the comics, this confrontation was much smaller in scale, with only Butcher and his nemesis facing off in the White House. An added wrinkle to this is Black Noir, who, in the source material, is a clone of Homelander who was secretly responsible for many of the Supes' worst crimes. While the noir twist is not possible in The Boys now, the other element of the story's original conclusion could take place. In The Boys Season 5, Episode 7, Homelander is first shown lounging in the Oval Office, solidifying his role as a god and the real President of the United States. Shortly after, the actual president enters, prompting Homelander to question whether he is a true believer. Ashley, one of The Boys Season 5's new Supes, is forced to read the president's mind, revealing that he does not believe Homelander is God. Swiftly, Homelander kills the president, making him now the true leader of the country. This not only massively changes things for the show's finale, but it also hints that the final confrontation between Homelander and Butcher will take place outside of the White House, just as it does in the comic books. The White House showdown would be a great way to end The Boys. The showdown in the White House would be an excellent way to end The Boys, for many reasons. For one, the story has adequately set up Homelander as the president. He has been striving for this since The Boys Season 4's beginning, thus making the confrontation at the White House a logical endpoint for his character. More bluntly, the White House is simply an epic location for any story to have its conclusion. Of course, the seat of the American government is one of the most iconic buildings in the world. Having a final showdown between Homelander and Butcher here would be suitably badass as an ending. Finally, it will also allow The Boys to pay homage to the comic books on which it is based. None can deny that The Boys has changed its comic books in some huge ways. Many of the characters are a lot deeper and more fleshed out in the TV show, with some elements, like the aforementioned Black Noir twist, being removed from the story completely. For the most part, these comic book changes have worked in The Boys' favor. That said, it would still be fitting for the TV show to end in the same way its source material did. Even if some of the elements are very different, a final fight on the lawn of the White House would bring The Boys full circle. Homelander's death isn't really the end of The Boys. What will be interesting to see, though, is how The Boys handles its story after, or even if, Homelander is defeated. In the comics, Homelander's death is not the end of the story. Butcher finds himself unsatisfied after killing his nemesis, thus vowing to wipe out Supes completely, including his own teammates. Butcher kills Frenchie, Kimiko, and so that they cannot stop him from doing the same to every other Supe on the planet. The final fight in The Boys comic books then takes place, Huey versus Butcher. Huey eventually wins, killing Butcher and living a peaceful life with Starlight. The Boys TV show has hinted at this storyline, particularly due to the Supe virus Butcher created. However, this has not been as prominent in recent weeks, meaning it is unclear whether it will continue in the finale. It remains to be seen whether Homelander is killed, prompting Butcher to try to wipe out every other Supe. As such, The Boys' final episode has some big moments left to adapt or change, though it seems a White House confrontation is all but a given.